So for this next scatter plot, we can see that it's making a U-shaped. So this one is a quadratic. And there's not enough information, not enough info to calculate the average rate of change. And what is the trend for this data? We know that it is facing upwards, which is another way of saying that the A value is positive for the model that we would come up with for this quadratic function. For this next scatter plot, we are looking at the horizontal axis representing distance, while the vertical axis represents success. Now, it's not quite clear what kind of success we're talking about. Maybe it's the distance that a student lives away from school, which that might make sense if we tried to reason it out. If a student lives very far away from school, then they might be spending more time sitting in traffic instead of being able to spend that time studying. And I don't know about you, but if I'm really tired and cranky from sitting in traffic, then it's really difficult for me to be able to do homework and things like that and study. And so maybe, if you look at this student who lives, it doesn't even say if the distance is in miles, but let's say it were in miles. So maybe this is about 2. So this student, maybe their success is like a 92% or something like that. So that's just some conjecture here. Okay, so what is the trend for this data? It's definitely going in a downward direction. So we'd say negative trend or decreasing. And this one it looks like you can maybe argue linear, but I would actually say that it looks closer to an exponential decay model, looking something like that, because the tail end of it, as you go farther to the right, it kind of seems to not go downwards as quickly. So I would say exponential. Remember, that looks like f of x equals a times b to the x power. And if it's exponential decay, then we would say that the b value is between 0 and 1. And for the average rate of change, not enough info. So in the next outline, we will look at how this process of approximating the data points can be digitized and turned into a process called regression.